Hello and welcome to today's mini Yin Yoga session. My name is Amber and I am going to be your guide for today's class. Welcome to today's mini Yin Yoga class. My name is Amber and I will be your guide as we move through a mini session here, all poses stemming from Sukhasana, also known as easy seated pose. Now, normally in a Yin Yoga class, we would hold the poses anywhere from 3 to 7 minutes. But I have condensed the time down into maybe a minute and a half at most we will hold. All poses will be from Sukhasana. You do not necessarily need a block, although there is one stretch that we're going to be doing that might be helpful if you have it. Let's take Sukhasana to the next level. Starting in Sukhasana, hands resting on your knees, we're going to begin with some nostril breathing. Raise your right hand and fold in your index and your middle finger as well as your pinky finger. We're going to be using our ring finger and our thumb finger as we hold our nose to do this breathing technique. It'll go like this. Exhale out your nostril and use your right thumb on your right nostril, exhaling all the air out and then inhaling. As you inhale at the top of the breath, use your ring finger to close off the other side of your nostril and exhale out your right nostril. And then inhale through the right nostril, block it off with your thumb, and exhale through your left nostril. Let's just do a few rounds of this. Breathing all the way down into your belly, inhaling and exhaling. Let's take one more round of alternate nostril breathing. Right, lowering your hand back down to your knee, opening your eyes. Our first pose we are going to move into is Sukhasana twist. So inhaling and exhale, twisting to the right. And using your breath here now, we're going to hold this for about 30 seconds. Inhaling and exhaling. Spine should be straight. Imagine that you're being pulled with some strings at the top of your crown. Exhaling, coming back into neutral position. We're going to inhale and exhale, twist to the left. Again, we're going to hold this for about 30 seconds. Breathing, feeling the length of your spine all the way down to your sits bones. And exhaling back into neutral position. The next one we are going to do is Sukhasana fold. So inhaling and then exhaling, folding and lengthening your spine over your legs, placing your hands on the ground, exhaling. We're going to inhale and exhale here as we hold this pose for about a minute. Inhaling, exhaling, feeling the stretch in the backside of your body. And we're going to gently come out of this pose, walking your hands back towards your legs into neutral position. Placing your hands on your knees, we're going to gently roll our body clockwise. Oh, this should just feel so good as you rotate, opening up your chest in the front and closing it as you go back. Inhaling, really feeling, taking a deep stretch as far as you can take it. And we're gonna rotate to the other side now. So we're going counterclockwise. Just taking a really deep stretch. Opening those. Continue to inhale and exhale. One more time and we'll come back into neutral position. All right, so beautiful, so yummy. Hope you're loving this so far. For this next pose, if you have a block, this could be helpful for you. If you don't, no worries. The next move is going to be a lateral lean. Placing your right hand on the floor, on the side of your body. If you have a block, you could also use it placing your forearm on the block. I'm going to do it without the block. Raising your left arm over your left ear, you're going to bow your body to the right. If you can come down onto the floor on your elbow, that's awesome. If not, just take that stretch. Find where it feels good. You can feel your sweet spot. We're gonna hold this for about 30 seconds. All right, now inhaling and exhaling to the other side. And then we're going to continue to breathe here. Holding. And back up into neutral position. Taking a nice big inhale and exhale. Our next pose is going to be a Sukhasana bow pose. I'm going to sit this way so I can demonstrate it properly. Sitting in easy seated Sukhasana. If you have a block, it could be helpful for you to rest your forehead on. So interlacing your fingers behind you, inhaling, and then we're going to fold forward, hinging from our hip, resting our forehead on the floor or the block if you have one. And just holding here for 30 seconds. Breathing, inhaling, and exhaling. All right, let's inhale, rising back up to the top and letting go of your interlocked fingers, bringing them back onto your knees. Let's take a deep inhale and exhale. The next pose we're going to be taking is Sukhasana Eagle Pose. So sitting comfortably on your mat, feeling your sits bones. So extending both arms out in front of you, taking your right arm and bringing it underneath your left elbow and bringing your hands to clasp or you could hold it just like this. Lengthening the spine, inhaling and exhaling. We're going to hold this pose for 1 minute on each side. Feeling the stretch in the back, upper part of your shoulders. Keeping your chin high, elbows lifted. If you want a little more intense stretch, lift your elbows up even further. And inhaling and exhaling, we're going to release our arms and bring them back to our knees. Let's inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to switch this on the other side. So inhaling, bringing your arms straight out in front of you. We're going to take our left arm this time and wrap it underneath our right arm, bringing our hands together, exhaling. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale, and then we're going to release our hands. On the exhale, back to our knees. Our final pose before we get into Savasana is going to be a Sukhasana prayer pose with a twist. So inhaling, bringing your hands together, and then exhaling, twisting to your right. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds. And exhaling back to center. Inhale and exhale to your left. You can even take your head and give it a little more of a twist, looking further behind you for an even more intense stretch. Inhaling back to center and exhaling, hands back onto your knees. We're going to come into the final relaxation part of our class, Savasana. Laying down, letting your hands and feet fall to the sides, inhaling and exhaling. Gently wiggling your toes and your fingers, coming back onto your mat as we end our practice. You may want to roll your body either to the right or the left side. We started. Let's take a big inhale and exhale, Samastiti, Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this class, please be sure to give it a like, subscribe, or share with someone you love. Until I see you next time, namaste.